Picture this. A courtroom. A woman sits on the witness stand. Tears streaming down her face, pointing at the defendant across the room. "That is him," she says. "I will never forget his face." The jury convicts. The man spends 11 years behind prison walls. Then a DNA test proves he was never there. Her memory was vivid, emotional, absolutely certain, and it was completely wrong. How can you remember something that never happened? This question sits at the heart of one of science's most disturbing discoveries. Most people think of memory like a video camera. Press record. Life streams in. Your brain stores a neat little file. When you need a memory, you press play. Simple, faithful, reliable. This belief is exactly why eyewitness testimony has sent thousands to prison. We trust memory. We treat it like footage. But your brain is not a camera, not even close to one. There is a famous sketch that looks like a duck one way and a rabbit another. Researchers showed it to unsuspecting people. Later, they asked those people to draw what they remembered. Every duck, Sear drew a duck. Every rabbit, Sear drew a rabbit. Nobody drew the ambiguous original. The memory had been quietly edited. The brain picked a side and erased the other option. Like a film editor, cutting a scene before anyone noticed. Your brain quietly shapes what you think you saw and stored. And this is where things get unsettling. Your brain does this constantly, shaping every memory before you even know it happened. When your eyes take in a scene, the raw data does not just slide into storage, like a file dropping into a folder. Instead, your brain grabs that incoming information and immediately mixes it with everything already known. Past experiences, expectations, emotions, and deeply held beliefs. Imagine a chef who never follows a recipe exactly. Every dish gets a pinch of personal taste, a dash of whatever is around. That is your brain recording a memory. It is not capturing reality. It is cooking an interpretation of reality every single time. But the distortion does not stop there. That is only the recording phase. The playback phase is actually even worse for accuracy. Every time you recall a memory, your brain does not pull out a sealed original. It rebuilds the memory completely from scratch. Like an architect reconstructing a building from a rough sketch and a fading photograph. Every reconstruction is shaped by your present state. Every reconstruction is shaped by your current mood, the questions someone asks you, and even the specific words they use. This is not speculation. A psychologist named Elizabeth Loftus proved it with an experiment so elegant it still haunts legal scholars. She showed people a video of a car accident. The same video, the same crash, the same crumpled metal every time. Then she split people into groups and asked one simple question. Just one word was changed between the two groups she tested. How fast were the cars going when they smashed versus how fast when they contacted? One word, entirely different memories formed. The smashed group guessed around 40 kilometers per hour. The contacted group guessed around 30. Same footage. Different word, different memory. Now, here is the part that should make your skin prickle. 1 week later, Loftus brought everyone back with a new question. Did you see any broken glass? There was no broken glass in the video. None at all. Zero. It did not exist. But people who heard smashed were far more likely to remember shattered glass spraying across the road, a detail their brains invented. Their brains constructed a scene from nothing but the suggestion of a single violent word, sealed with the feeling of certainty. Your brain filled in a scene that never existed and stamped it with the feeling of certainty. That is the core disturbing truth. So let us zoom out and ask the uncomfortable question. If memory warps during recording, warps during storage, and warps during recall, is any memory truly accurate? The honest answer is probably not. Every memory is a reconstruction your brain tells itself repeatedly. A story your brain tells itself. revised every single time you remember it. The more you revisit, the more it can drift. Like a game of telephone played inside your own skull, each retelling subtly shifting the story further from what originally happened. Think about the most vivid memory you have. A birthday, a first kiss, a moment you would swear you remember perfectly and completely. The science says that memory has been rewritten, maybe dozens of times. Each revision subtly shaped by who you have become. Now think back to that courtroom. A woman, certain beyond doubt, pointing at a man she had genuinely never met before. Her brain was not lying to her. It was doing exactly what brains do, telling a story, rebuilt from fragments, colored by fear, sealed with the feeling of truth. Your memory is not a recording. It is a living, breathing, shape-shifting story you carry inside. And you are both the author and the last person to know the story has changed. Each and every single time you remember,